What you say? I'm gonna punch your ass back.
Told her you niggas I got shit to say, so I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, none of you bitches can get in my way, cause I'm gonna talk about it. Can't even front, there's a lot to address, nigga, I'm gonna talk about it. Sit here and listen, won't be no see this, man, fuck it, let's talk about it.
Say hi to my baby. Come here, Moo Moo. Come here, baby. Hi. Hi, my baby. Mwah. Mwah. Say hi. You wanna say hi? She don't wanna say hi. Go ahead, you can get that. What's good, y'all? So I've been holding off this video for a little bit. My fault. It's late. Can't sleep. Oh yeah? You heard her, right? She over here looking at herself and shit. Why not? Feel me? But this is a great time to do my hallucinations. The hospital hallucinations. Remember, I believe it was part 2 of my hospital story where I said, or I brought up the fact that I was having, there was a point where I was having hallucinations. Alright. So when I broke my tailbone, like I said, they gave me morphine. They had to give me morphine for pain, and they upped my morphine. Right? When they upped the morphine from 5 milligrams to 12, at first I thought I was good. The first few days I was good. Then my reality started changing. That's crazy. I see the reflection. Don't mind my nigga. I was in the hospital for 8 months. I ain't put my blinds up. I keep saying this. I'm short, bro. I got my neighbor's man's gonna help me put my blinds up. My nigga, he handyman type shit. I ain't trying to get hurt. No, back in the hospital. But back to the story, right? So they upped me to 12 milligrams, and I wouldn't have thought 12 milligrams was enough for me to hallucinate. And mind you, right, the morphine, so I was being irresponsible and even taking, because it wasn't helping me with my pain at all. It was making me high. It was making me high. I liked the feeling, and like I said in one of those links, my boy told me morphine feels better than sex. So I was intrigued on what that might feel like. Now, because of my health issues, and I have to make a video about that soon as well. Not health issues, but just my health history, you know, the shit I've been going through with Yale at that hospital. My body is really weird with like certain things, like painkillers and stuff like that. My body get used to it really quick. It from Oragel to Tylenol to oxys. Like that's why the oxys weren't even really doing nothing for me no more. I was like, yo, this ain't helping. Feel me? So they had to hear she's back. She's back. They had to up me to the morphine because my body was getting used to it. So mind you, right, when they started me off on the 5 of the morphine, at first it gave me a little bit of like, okay, I can deal with the pain now. What's up, baby? Hi, baby. I'm sorry. I love my cat. I'm a cat person, man. But it gave me a little like feeling of relief. But then my body gets used to shit quick. So I was like, yeah, no, this isn't doing it no more. So they upped it. And then I don't know how instantaneous the shit started. But the shit started, okay? So before I explain, and this might have to be a multiple video series in itself, because it wasn't just one hallucination per se. They were all connected, give or take. Girl, what are you doing? You can't drink that. What are you doing? She being a busybody right now, y'all. But yeah, so first off, I was hallucinating for like 30 days straight. Right? And it's not like I was seeing magic dragons or lizard people or Power Rangers or Goku and Luffy and them was coming. It was nothing like that. The hallucinations started off with it was so there were people in my room. Yeah, girl. There were people in my room, my hospital room. Not just any people. People that had a connection to me or had some type of relationship with me any way or form. It was about 10 people, right? It was about 10 people. I'm not going to use any actual names, but some of the people were very significant to me, and others were not. And there was actually one that I do not know at all that was with the group. It was some white chick. I don't know her name, but she was just down for the calls with niggas for whatever reason. Maybe I didn't meet her. Maybe I do know who she was, but I just didn't. I wasn't worried about her because I was so shocked of who was there and what they were doing to me. So I was being taunted by some of the closest people to me. This is at one of my closest friends was there. A relative of his was there. One of my closest female friends was there. Her boyfriend was there. Three of my cousins were there. Two of their friends were there that I knew of. I didn't like. I was made aware of them, but it wasn't like we weren't cool. So let me see. I said, let's count how many people actually. Right. So a very close friend of mine, a very close female friend of mine, her boyfriend, to the male close friend of mine, the shorty that he was talking to was there, right? Three of my, so that's four people. Then we got three of my cousins, that's seven. We got the white girl who I had no idea who she was, as 8. We got the two homies of my cousins, that's 10, right? And then we had one girl that I sort of used to deal with. So it was 11 people. One of them ended up leaving. Oh, I'm sorry. And then it was one of my exes. Right? So one thing I noticed is that all of the people that were there, it was either some, except for this white girl, they all had a reason to be there taunting me, right? And although in the grand scheme of what's going on, it didn't make sense, but because of what was going on, I understood why they were there. Like, they all presented the reason as to why they were here doing this to me at the beginning of the hallucination. They were like, yeah, I'm here for this reason, I'm here for this reason. And while you wouldn't think that's reason enough for some of them understood completely. But you always have to look at what other people look at situation. Just because your perception of a situation isn't that dire, that important, that strong, it might be something huge to the other party. And that's why me being in the hospital for so long really humbled me and put me in a situation where I had to take other people's possible thoughts, into thought when you're dealing with them. Like, you don't know how the things you do make people feel. But back to what I'm saying. And mind you, I've talked about this story to a few people, but I haven't gone this in depth. So this is definitely going to be multiple videos because this is very in depth. So I'll sort of go down the line of why these people were in this for me, against me, all that, right? So my ex-best friend, or my close friend or whatever, feel me, we'll call him Bob. I'm not gonna remember that we're calling him Bob until I go back and edit this video. So we're just gonna say a friend that's no longer a friend, right? The reason why he was in there, that is actually the only reason why that's the like least clear one out of all the people I know. Because we were, before I went under the hallucinations and I was still at Yale, me, him, and his family member had a little disagreement. that turned into an argument, which turned into them trying to paint me out to be something I'm not on social media. And instead of going back and forth with them, because that person was in my house, looking out for my house, right? Looking out for my house. I just let them have that because I'm in a hospital bed and I can't say anything crazy because these motherfuckers is in my house. Yeah, right? So it kind of feels as if the little disagreement was more serious than what I even thought it was, right? And to why this person was in my house, right? The ex-friend, the friend that is no longer, fuck that nigga, by the way. So if you see this video, my nigga, suck my dick. Suck my dick. But so my health was spiraling. Like it started getting a little crazy. It was getting harder for me to walk, hard for me to move around and shit in the summer. And I'm gonna keep it a band. I've been trying to stop drinking for years. Not because that has anything to do with my health, but I gotta take vitamins. Alcohol makes it so that I'm taking vitamins for no reason. It gets rid of what the vitamins do. This is what I heard from doctors. You drinking while taking any form of medicine is counterintuitive. Don't do it. There's been multiple times where I had said I'm done drinking and this motherfucker refused to let me stop. He would get mad if I stopped, right? And I'm not a nigga that likes peer pressure, but it's like, all right, I guess I could drink. Don't get me wrong, he would do his best to like try not to pressure me, but if he's already drinking, if he's already sipping, he's going to try to get me to sip with him, feel me? And I could have been like, no. I could have. And let me also preface this with this. While we were friends, he was an amazing friend. Top of the line friend. One of the best friends I had, right? But this is now the second time that me and this person are no longer friends. Fool me one time, shame on me. Fool me you ain't fooling me twice. There's no rekindling anything. Feel me, I'm 100% cool with going our separate ways and never dealing again. Right? That's fine. We don't gotta fight. We don't gotta be beef. I ain't pussy, my nigga. I'm way healthier than what I was before. But that's not me, calling for a fight or nothing like that. I don't care. I've had so much time to get over this shit. Like I said, these videos are just me venting my frustrations and letting y'all know the life I live, the shit that I be having to go through, right? But back to what we're talking about, right? So my health was getting a little bad, and I didn't know why. I had no idea as to why it was getting harder for me. I didn't like going out. I didn't want to drink, but niggas would still come over here every day and we'd be drinking. Feel me? But I was trying my best. I still was not drinking as much. Like, I've definitely stopped drinking as much as I used to drink when my name initially became Big Fish, because I really was drinking. It was really bad. I won't say I was an alcoholic because I wasn't. I was never really an alcoholic, but I can always drink a lot. I didn't get hangovers. I could just drink, bro. And I'm skinny. Y'all niggas see me, bro. Bro, I got a little muscle, but I'm a skinny nigga, bro. I'd be drinking fat niggas under the table. Feel me? So, but it got to a point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore. It would just like make my stomach hurt. I wasn't getting drunk anymore. Like, I was just drinking until my belly hurt it. And then I'm like, all right, now I feel like shit. So I was like, that's my reason for wanting to. It stopped being enjoyable. My tolerance is high, so it takes a lot for me to get a buzz. Sometimes I would get a buzz, sometimes I wouldn't. So I was continually trying to stop drinking. And he did, even though there was a few times where he accepted it, he would never accept it. And it's to the point where I had a conversation with a girl I was talking to. We all had a mutual friend group. A girl I was dealing with. I told her why. I gave her a full in-depth reason as to for health reasons I'm trying to stop drinking. And then we had to get together, and I was like, I'm not trying to drink. And they, come on, bro, drink. Come on, bro, you gotta drink. And then I drank, and then I only, mind you, I only took a sip of that cup that they had me, right? I took a sip of the cup. They put me on Snap, and Shorty hit me up on Snap, was mad as fuck at me. And I still appreciate her for that, because nobody holds shit accountable. Niggas just want niggas to throw their lives away, bro. Niggas just want to sit here and drink and smoke weed. And I enjoy weed simply because it allows me to look at life for real. It allows me to sit back and reassess. But back to where we're going, right? So my health was spiraling. I wanted to stop drinking. Niggas wanted me to drink. I wouldn't go out and hang out with the group. They would go out and do shit. I would be like, nah, bro, I'm just gonna stay home. They'd be hanging down right down the street from where I'm at, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna stay in the house. Like, bro, come out. I'm not coming out. The type of person I am, if my body doesn't feel right, if I feel like I'm conscious about how I look, how I feel. Feel me? I'm very self-conscious about shit like that. So if I feel like I'm about to go outside and struggle to walk down the street, I'm not about to go walk down the street, my nigga. I'm about to sit in this bed. I'll sit in my room, edit a video, or I'll sit in my room, record some shit. Yes, baby. I'll sit in my room, do whatever. Feel me? At this point, I have my P5. I could have played. There was no point. And I get it. My shorty was down there or whatever. And she probably wanted to see me. She ain't hit me up. If she would have been like, I want to see you, come down, I would have went down 100%. But it's like, outside of her, I didn't really want to. I don't like just kicking it in the hood. I live in the hood, my nigga. I live in the hood. Why am I just gallivanting in the hood? I don't want to gallivant out here. I'll go make me some food. Lay the fuck down. I prefer that. I'm a me person. Feel me? I love being alone. And the hospital just made that 10 times better. But, so, one day, he used to come over right after work, bro, because I don't live too far from his job, and I used to work there too. So he would come kick it with me, we'd smoke. If he had liquor, we would sip a little bit, whatever. Unless I'm saying I'm not down to sip. I still was sipping every now and then, because again, like, he didn't like if I didn't sip. He didn't like it. I'm trying to check it. Okay, we're not too far. I'll let this get you 25 minutes. So you be 25-minute parts, because it's backstory to the hallucinations that make the hallucinations make sense once we get all the way through it. So him and his mans are like, yo, bro, like, they have a conversation about me without me. Yo, Fish going through it. He might need some help or whatever, right? Might need some help. Oh, word, I can come down here, stay out here, be his caretaker, look out for bro, right? They pull up, he pulls up, we dap, that's my boy, what up, bro, how you doing, shit? I ain't know they had this conversation. They come to me the following day with the conversation, and I'm like, well, shit, you know, my health is a little rocky right now, I am going through it. That will make it a little bit easier for me, because at this point, I'm struggling to take my fucking trash out, bro. Like, walking down the stairs was getting very hard for me. And I don't even got that many stairs outside. I live on the first floor. I don't got that many stairs outside my crib, my nigga. But it was getting annoying. So I was like, alright, so you can help me with that. You can help me with this. You can help me with that. Boom, I got a caretaker now. Right? I got a caretaker now. And it's my friend. We have mutual interests. I'm thinking everything gonna be cool. So that's why niggas was in my house. Right? That's why both of these niggas popped up in the hallucination. So the other nigga popped up in the hallucination because he was arguing with me as well. But his reason for being mad at me was because I was unappreciative of him being there. which was absolutely a lie. Absolutely a lie. He told all types of negatives of the situation when there weren't even any negatives, because me and him barely even interact while he was in here. He'd be in my other room, he'd make me breakfast, leave all day. If he was going to the store or if he was going out, I'd be like, hey bro, you think you can grab me this or you think you can grab me that? Yeah bro, I got you. He acted like I was asking him to go out and grab me Gucci bags, bro. I'd ask him to give me a fucking aloe vera drink because I was trying to stay hydrated because I thought I was dying. Right? I thought I was dying, and you're here to help me. Lo and behold, right? So those two, they were tied together. Now my man's shorty, she was there just off of him. She was there just off of him, and me seeing her there didn't make sense, but it made sense because she loved this nigga, even though he didn't love her. She loved him. And it always gave me that if she had to choose me or him, she would choose him. Even though me and her are still cool to this day. But at the situation, the shit that was presented to me, that's how I was looking, right? Now we get to my female best friend. She was only there because her boyfriend didn't like me. Her boyfriend swore me and her messing around. He swore I'm doing things to her. He swore all types of weird shit. And that's really just my friend. I'm a man that has many female friends. I have tons of women friends. We're cool. I'm not a freakazoid. I don't need to hunch on everything I hang out with. I love pretty women. You can be pretty and be my friend, shorty. We can be cool. I'm a vibe. I'm funny. We gonna, feel me? My homies is probably gonna end up liking you when they gonna ask me to put you on. I ain't gonna do nothing weird, feel me? I'll give them the opportunity to talk to you, but I ain't gonna do nothing no more than that, right? Alright, so my cousins that were in it. One cousin, and when I got his explanation, it hurt me. When I got his explanation, it hurt me. Because I would always look out for him, right? When I was up, when I was good, if I had money, niggas needed help, I had it. I wasn't looking for my money back. Like, the type of person I am, when I got it, and I'm good, I'm on top. Because it's been a few times I was on top of the world, my nigga. Money-wise, as far as like middle class, when you a simple nigga like me, it don't take much for you to feel rich, bro. And I making 50, 60K a year as a single man that don't care about luxurious shit, bro, I felt rich. So if all I ever cared about was drinking and eating, I never bought no pussy before. I ain't a weirdo, feel me? But like, if I had a shorty and she was trying to come over, I'd buy her Uber, some shit like that, because I don't got a car. And that's another story I probably should make. How I feel about the whole driving. We'll get there. We'll get there. So my cousin goes, shit, bro, I just like, it was basically that I started needing him too much. And normally, he, not saying that he needed me, but I was the one that was always there for him. And now I was forcing him to always have to be there for me. And that's not some shit that everybody's ready for. Feel me? I'm the big cousin. I shouldn't. It hurt me that he put it to me like that. He was like, bro, you be asking me for bread and shit all the time now. I'm not a count favors type of nigga. So when he did that shit, I was like, I mean, you right though. You right. I've been down for a little minute. You right. Feel me? So as they're bringing this shit to me, I'm like, damn, I don't like how this sound, but I understand it, right? Goddamn, hotline blinging. Who's hitting me, bro? I don't have friends, my nigga. I got a few friends, but they don't text me like that. If they want to see me, they call me. So excuse me if y'all hear that in my video. I'm not editing out the dings. This is part 1. Part 2 is gonna come out soon, so this shit get 10 likes, nigga. Run me up, and then we good, bitch. Bow.